For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 21 of the Roma Career Mode series here on FIFA 18. We start with the home game against Torino, and we follow that up a week later with a game against Crotone. Only the two games today. Unfortunately, I was initially had plans for just one of the 2 days this weekend. As it turns out, things have transpired. I'm now away for both Saturday and Sunday, so time constraints are a little bit tighter than previously thought, and as such, obviously, I've got an extra day's worth of content to make videos for in the same amount of time, so having to shorten down content a little bit, but hopefully you guys can understand that. We are actually pushing Juve all the way in this title fight. You can see we're a point off them. However, Milan are actually closing the gap. They were down on 51 points last time I remember having a look at their points tally. They're up on 54, and after our draw against Napoli in the last episode, they've closed the gap on us to 4 points, and Juventus only drew as well, so they've closed the gap on them to just 5. So perhaps AC Milan aren't out of the title fight just yet. Maybe Inter aren't either. There's 8 points between them and Juventus. I don't know whether they've yet to play Juve for a second time. We've played them twice, so we don't have to face them again. They're probably that little bit too far away. There's 11 games to go, so there are 33 points available. So 8 points isn't insurmountable, but it's unlikely. But it's definitely at least a two-way with myself and Roma, maybe a three-way fight for the title with AC Milan closing in as well. But in fact, the next 3 games are against Torino, Cagliari and Bologna. And in order, they go Torino, Cagliari, Bologna in the table as well. 14th, 15th and 16th. Let me just double check. It was Cagliari, wasn't it? No, it's Crotone. Well done, Ches. Oh well. Well, it was nearly poetic, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out that way. Where are Crotone? Crotone are 19th. Okay, well, we'll face Torino, who are 14th, and Crotone, who are 19th in today's episode, then face Bologna. Screw you, Cagliari, for getting me all confused. And hopefully we can get 2 wins and maybe end the episode top of the table. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, of course. And hopefully we can just get the 2 wins that we're after. I'll have that, thank you. Mario Rui steps in. El Shaarawy. Daniele De Rossi across to Kevin Strootman. Drive forward into the gap. Waiting. No one really positioned themselves well. Sanabria, though, also got the turn on the defender there and smacks it against the bar. El Shaarawy wins that header to knock it down for the onrushing Rajan Angolan. I pull that back to someone. No, or maybe it's going to drop for Strootman. Good save, and I couldn't switch to Sanabria in time to turn home the rebound. The bar and a great save in between us and a 1-0 lead in the opening 10 minutes. And if he plays that ball early, Zielinski, he's played in Morales. They've got a man free in the middle, and Nacho Fernandez defends that superbly. I missed the second tackle, but Florenzi will just get rid. Oh, dearie me. That was very nearly 1-0 at one end, and they had a great opportunity to make it 1-0 at the other. I'm surprised Zielinski's playing here for Torino. He's an extremely good player on FIFA. I'm surprised Lazio have let him go. Not Lazio. Napoli have let him go. Rincon trying to shrug off the attentions of Manolas, can't, but thankfully Kevin Strootman arrives to stick in a second foot. Right, counter-attack of our own now. This is getting a bit end-to-end, isn't it? And there's space here for Under, who's been in great goal-scoring form recently and can't quite turn inside. Nicholas and Kulu quickly enough, and Christian Ansaldi will get it away. End-to-end game being played at quite the breakneck tempo. We'll have to wait and see if it slows down at any point or if it's going to keep up like this until the end of time. Belotti sweeping that wide out to Iago Falcao. Turns once well and second. And Zielinski, Belotti. Honestly, replay that. Well, evidently it wasn't, but how close to going over the line was that? Brilliant play. Zielinski quickly onto Belotti, who then strikes it off the underside of the bar. And how close to going over the line? It's going to bounce on it, isn't it? In real time, it looked like it was a little bit further over the line than that, but smacking down on the line next to the post. No goal for Torino. We stay at 0-0. Morales into Belotti. Back to Osvaldo Fiori. That's great football. Quick fire passing that is very difficult to defend against. And unfortunately, Torino give themselves a 1-0 lead. I can't say it hasn't been coming, because both of us have had good opportunities to go in front. It's just that they've been the ones to actually take the opportunity that was presented to them there. Get this quickly inside here to Strootman. Look for Nainggolan. Tackled, but might still come away with the ball. Morales driving around the outside. Cuts in well. But the Fury holds me off. We get this away. I haven't managed to do so just yet. It's a lovely turn by Morales. Cross waiting to be delivered. There it is, but it's poor. Imagine Nainggolan does well just to step away from the defender that was with him and jump over that challenge. Under looking to race away now. Driving further and further inside, catching defenders out with their positioning and just the sheer pace of Under. Around the corner to Stefan El-Shaarawy, who will dart inside and very, very nearly equalise. But not able to tuck it home. Shit. El-Shaarawy just gets that to Sanabria. A little back heel there to Nainggolan. To Sanabria again. And El-Shar on the overlap. Stefan El-Shaarawy should finish from here and does. Confident with him in that situation. He's done it for us a handful of times this season. Stefan El-Shaarawy brings us back level here against Torino. Good footwork from Sanabria to open the face of his body up and get the ball away from the defenders. Delay the ball slightly or delay the pass so that El-Shaarawy had the space to run into. And it's a good finish from Stefan. We are level. His 9th goal of the Serie A season. Di Silvestri with the throw. Into Iago Falque to Di Silvestri. To Iago Falque to Di Silvestri again. Zielinski rushing around. Not really too sure where he's going to go. In here to Rincon. Waiting for the turn back. There it is. But then he still continues to go out wide. Zielinski darts inside. And the effort bending. Well held by Alisson. Torino looking to get themselves that lead back again before half-time. But not able to do it. And there in fact is the half-time whistle. De Rossi, Strootman, De Rossi, Strootman, Nainggolan. Play the 1-2 with Sanabria. And I want to go back to Antonio here and hit that early. Good save. Can El-Shaarawy get to that first? No. De Silvestri beats him to it. Very nearly. 2-1. Why have you just ignored that, Mario Rui? I hate it when it does that. What's the point in letting me throw it to someone if they're just going to, quite frankly, ignore the football? Never mind. Close to being 2-1 in front in the opening stages of the second half, but we weren't able to do it. We might be able to now, but no, Florenzi's had the ball taken away from him. Now he's out of position, and they come down this left-hand side. He's somehow managed to just sprint all the way back into position, though, and force them wide here. Morales, under the attentions of Alessandro Florenzi, can't get the cross in. Here's Belotti, out-muscled by Daniele De Rossi. Fire it forward. That didn't go where it was supposed to. Zielinski with the opportunity here, and he's turned well. Zielinski! I think that brushed the post, actually, on the way wide. Are we going to see a replay? We're not. And by Niang coming on for Jose Morales. As was the case in the opening 5 to 10 minutes of the first half. Could have been a goal at either end. Similarly, at the beginning of the second half, could have been a goal at either end. But there wasn't. Golan out to El-Shaarawy. Sanabria not really making me the best runs there, so El-Shaarawy's having to do this all solo. Let's turn inside. That's nicely done. Lay it back. Raja Nainggolan. Sanabria onside tucks it home. That's lucky, isn't it? The shot from Raja Nainggolan may have found the back of the net. Actually, it's a good angle for the replay. Would Sanabria... Yeah, I think that was going to go in. I think the shot from Raja Nainggolan was destined for the back of the net. Hit Sanabria. Somehow was able to keep it under control enough to be able to get to the loose ball and poke it home. Oh, 15 minutes, or almost 15 minutes gone in this second half. We are in front. Strootman out to El-Shar, quickly to Sanabria. And look, oh, it's lucky. It's really lucky. And this will go in as well. You could just tell when Raja Nainggolan is in a position like that he's going to score. I've been really fortunate with the 2 goals that give us the breathing room that we have here at home against Torino. Well, not necessarily a deflected shot, just a block shot by his teammate earlier on in the game for Nainggolan that fell to Sanabria. And that was a pass looking for someone else that found its way into Nainggolan's path. And he's buried it for his 10th goal of the Serie A season. We're 3-1 up here against Torino, but I feel like I don't necessarily deserve it. But we'll take the 3 points, which are undoubtedly going to come our way now. And then we'll go into the game against Crotone, against a team that are in the relegation zone, and hopefully have a field day. Whether we will or not remains to be seen. Vasile to Niang, who's completely left Florenzi standing there and plays in Andrea Belotti, who is deadly in front of goal ordinarily. Did Alisson... Well, he must have got... I just heard him say corner in commentary. He must have got a save on that. Oh, well, how much of an intended save that was, I'm not sure. He just tried to get as much of his body between the ball and the goal as possible, and it just kind of hit him on the arm. And Alisson there with the save. And their keeper's out of goal, but I've got nobody really that I can get the ball to go on a breakaway. That might not even reach Mario Rui. It has done, thankfully, but the keeper is now back in between the sticks for Torino. But Elshar could break away here. Kimpembe's with me. Kimpembe's not the slowest, but Elshar didn't exactly have too much stamina left there, but we're able to win the throw-in at the very least, and we might be able to extend our lead to 4. Mario Rui can't get the ball back to Fred, unfortunately, and we won't extend our lead to 4. And now it's 3v2 at the back here, and Aubameyang doesn't utilise that numerical advantage to the best of their ability, or best of his ability, and Sanabria trying to outmuscle Kimpembe, but strength he does have for sure, able to outmuscle my striker, but Sanabria is top of the Serie A table still for goals scored this season. I believe the second that was scored in this game for him was his 20th, or our second, which is his first of the game, was his 20th goal of the Serie A season. Intrigued to see how Inter get on against Napoli. That could be make or break for Inter and Napoli with regards to the third Champions League spot. And in fact, it was Inter that came out on top. So they've extended their lead over Napoli now. And Inter are up to 54 points. We are top, but Juventus are yet to play on match day 28. We face Crotone next. They've only scored 16 goals so far this season. Hopefully that will stay exactly as is, and we'll get another victory. Lucy with the ball in, headed away by Manolas. Chased down by Rodin, blocked. Out towards Stoyan. Effort saved. Still the ball comes back towards the Roma goal and Alisson claims. Well, that wasn't necessarily the way that I envisaged the start of this game going, by me being pinned in my own box by chance after chance created by the Crotone front line. But that is the way things have gone. That wasn't meant for you. But Pellegrini will find Defrel, and he will, of course, look for Schick, but unfortunately on this occasion not find him. Perotti will keep that in, however. The cross comes in. Arriving is Pellegrini. Great first touch. Oh, it's going to drop here to Under. Get it under control. Under deflected straight into the arms of Musso. Oh dear, that was an electric start, wasn't it? The Torino game was pretty hectic with regards to the tempo that it was played at in the opening 15-20 minutes. And this looks like it's going to be pretty similar. Under now with the effort on his left foot. Perotti can't get it. It's going to drop back to Under control. Shot comes in. It's blocked and cleared away. Florenzi with the free kick short to Manolas. There's Raja. Defrel. Twist and turn away from everybody. Nangolan, that's a good twist and a turn as well. A good save down low by the keeper, and he palms it straight to a defender, not to the awaiting Diego Perotti, who wanted to slot that home for a simple 1-0 lead, which hasn't been the case. 20 minutes in, it's still 0-0. As we mentioned in the build-up, they've only scored 16 goals in 28 games so far this season, so I'd like to think that my goal isn't necessarily under threat, and they've conceded a lot, but I mean, I've conceded a lot as well, so I can't be too critical of the way that they concede goals, and very nearly a 1-0 lead, and Perotti can't quite get to that. Unfortunately, we still won't get that 1-0 lead with that free header and the open goal in front of him. Had he made a good connection on it, it might well have led to us going in front. That's a good ball forward. I'll just nod this home, though. That's not necessarily gone according to plan, but I think it was the striker that got on that. It wasn't. Okay, definitely didn't go according to plan then. Stoyan with the whip. It's more of a loop, and a good catch by Alisson. Lorenzi with a tackle. Out wide, but Under picks it off. With a gap. Nicely done. Defrel. Back to Pellegrini. Across here to Mario Rui. Down the line. Perotti into Schick. And there's the run from Gregoire Defrel. Schick and... Oh, Schick and Defrel do it again! They just can't help themselves. And who's there straight away to celebrate with his main man? They really are the dynamic duo, aren't they? Patrick Schick and Gregoire Defrel at it again. Crotone, the opponents this time around, the victims this time around. It's Roma 1, Crotone 0. Trot up to Stoyan, turns well. Is Rodin into Trotter, across to Stoyan. That needed saving. Good effort. Good save, but good effort. Stoyan will take the corner himself. The last one went straight into the hands of the keeper. This one is a little bit fast, a little bit better whipped, and a superb header by Trotter. 17 goals in 29 games for Crotone now. That's annoying. I've only just gone 1-0 up. Cheers then. It's Trotter. Out to Varmadam. To Stein. Beautiful flick. Trotter scored one with his head, looking to score one with his feet, but well blocked by Manolas. Crotone are defying their 19th position in the league here. You would not be able to tell on the balance of play in this first 45 minutes which side was second and challenging for the title and which side was challenging to even just stay in the league. They've been as good, if not better, than the majority of the teams we've played recently. Very difficult to play against, and at a high tempo with good footwork and good passing, he says. He's give the ball straight to Pellegrini. They're causing me all sorts of problems and very nearly going in at half-time with a 2-1 lead. Roden gets it back to Isco, but his touch is loose, and that will be half-time and ears. God, bloody hell. This is not easy. Stoyan, I'll have that, thank you. I won't. Yes, I will. Thank very much. Counter-attacking opportunity. I see the run being made here on the right-hand side by Schick. It's not in his central striking position. I am going to need some support to arrive, but Patrick Schick could go solo. He's going to lay it in here to Under. He's just better than Mahrez. Not that Mahrez is bad. Under is just better. He just is. Wonderful youngster. I can't wait to see how well he develops throughout the entirety of this series because he's already 80 rated now, Under. We have been training his finishing, or started to train his finishing, and you can see just how well that training has been going. On the score sheet again, gives us a 2-1 lead here just at the beginning of the second half. Now can we build on that? I wanted to give Crotone a bit of a hiding here. That was rather fortunate. Under! Oh, finishing still needs that little bit more of training there, clearly. Golan, across to Florenzi, down the line to Under, just cut that back nicely, drill it into the middle, Schick, go on then, bend it, you've done it multiple times. Ooh, is that a corner or a throw? It's going to be a throw. Patrick Schick, his left foot is so good. I can't believe I didn't get on with him when I first started playing with him at the beginning of the series. He really wasn't that good at all in the first couple of games, but he can't help himself now, but create chance after chance after chance. 25 minutes to go, still 2-1 Roma. Right here to Florenzi. Now where do we go next? Nangolan. All space. Patrick Schick. Bosch. Wasn't actually much of a Bosch. I was hoping he was going to hit that a little bit harder than that, but stroke home into the bottom corner. 3-1 away from home now. He just drifts, and then that little bit of movement to move to the left just opens up the space. It really wasn't as powerful a finish at all as I wanted, but it's in the back of the net, and that, as always, is the most important thing. 3-1 we lead here against Crotone, not doing their relegation battle any favours, I'm afraid. Is that a foul? Unfortunately so, otherwise we could have quickly made it 4-1 as well. Trotter down the line to Budimir, back to Roden. Will you stop? Oh, cross! What a save! Allison! How's he kept that out? Number 99 coming on for Crotone. Simi for Marcelo Trotter. He very nearly scored another one there. Corner looks like they're going to go short. Isco is indeed going to take it short. And Jacobs back to Isco. Cross comes in. I don't know. Didn't even get the chance to read his name there. Here's Simi. Well held by Allison. Crotone determined not to give up. If they put as much fight into their survival as they have this game, then they may well stay up this season. Corner for Crotone. Roden to take. Probably going to aim for Simi at the back post. Allison comes to punch. 2 Crotone players end up on the floor. And Schick can't come away with it. Here's Isco. A little bit of a nudge, but Budimir tackled. Pellegrini couldn't play the ball quickly out wide, which is what I wanted him to do. Nacho Fernandez does, but it gets picked off. And Budimir into the middle. Jacobs, that first touch was superb. Good goal. Good goal. The first touch was excellent and exactly what was needed to get it away from the defender there. I just couldn't seem to get that one away, unfortunately. It just would not leave my half. It's 3-2, and there is time left for another goal, but it could, obviously, with the way things have gone in this game, come at either end. And Schick could immediately link up with Defrel or Under, perhaps. What a save! Reactions, unbelievable from the goalkeeper to stop us from immediately getting a 2-goal advantage back again. As Under rose for that header, I was practically already planning in my mind what praises I was going to sing. to explain to you how good Under has been since coming into the first team. Simi with that knockdown. Jacobs has got runners around him. Here's Isco through to Simi, who I thought was offside, who wasn't, and it's 3-3. Their number 99, the last man on the squad sheet, steps up with the equaliser for Crotone in the last kick of the game. And I can't deny them that. They've been brilliant. They've been really good in this game so far. Great ball through. I thought he was offside. He's huge as well, by the way. I don't know how tall he is, but he looks like he's like 6'7", 6'8". It's a great finish too, just slung it home at the near post. Simi makes it Crotone 3, Roma 3. And it could quite easily have been 4-2 if Under's header had gone in. Was it practically the last kick of the game? No, we're going to get the chance to come on the attack, but Shit can't keep the ball under his spell, and they're going to come forward again. I think there is the final whistle. Fair play, Crotone. You earned that point. Very much so. GG. The biggest of GG. 13 shots, 9 on target. They had a great game. They were a really, really good team. Juventus have Spal, so you're expecting them to win that. And I've only gotten a draw there, so I would presume that Juventus will go back top. Indeed, they've gone top before they've even played their game because of the head-to-head between us. We're on 62 points each, and of course, Juventus beat me by 5-1, so on head-to-head, they go above me, because head-to-head comes before goal difference. Right. That's annoying. Crotone are only a point from safety. You'd have expected, with Juventus playing Spallo bottom and Crotone playing me, who were second, that they would have been straightforward results. No, they were not. Well, that one wasn't. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen in the Juventus Spal game, but one would presume Juve will win. But that's going to be it for today. Again, apologies, but time restraints deny me the opportunity to continue with the 3 games per episode for today. But hopefully I get back in time. I'm not going to be able to get the chance to record another Roma episode until I get back. So I don't know where. I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. I've no idea what's going to happen over the weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. A couple of important videos over the weekend as well. I'll see you next time.